your door shut tight.
Nothing. Dustin Johnson wins the Masters. The Michigan game was just so. I mean, look, to me it was easy money. I usually don't do very well in picks or anything like that, but I did a Indiana-Wisconsin parlay, the anti-Michigan, and won some money. But as a Michigan fan and somebody who watches this team, I mean, look, the obvious, is the Harbaugh discussion. It should even be a discussion. To me, it's obvious it's not where it should be. Whether he can fix it or should be given the opportunity to fix it, I think it's time. I've said this the last few weeks. 6 years is enough. And you're hearing conflicting reports. Our own Jeff Lesson, he tweeted it out and it was picked up from somewhere. He believes that a source told him he's coming back unless he wants to leave. And I don't know how that happens. Unless, like I said on Fox 2 last night, they're okay with being Iowa.
Right.
A team that's, good. Some years they'll have a spike, but most years they'll be, what they are. Oh, they'll be better than they are now. This year's incredible. Well, what really bothered me the most, John, was just the physical dominance that's happened again and again, and especially on the defensive side. I'll give the offensive line a little bit more slack because of the injuries and the newness of it, a little more slack, but not much. It's just really, really disconcerting. And when you hear stuff during the season from some of the, what was it, Cameron Grown said him and James Ross, like the best linebacker in the country. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They're not even the best they're not even close to being the best in the state of Michigan.
So I'm going to give you a couple of names, and you probably know them now because you heard them so much on Saturday night. But before Saturday, had you heard of Jalen Berger or John Chanel?
No.
Okay. 15 carries for Jalen Berger, 87 yards and a touchdown. John Chanel, 6 carries, 71 yards, 43 is the long. We had all heard of Nakia Watson, 12 carries, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. He may be the only one of that group that finds an NFL roster, but for the most part, that backfield that they have right now is made up of guys that just try hard. And hey, that's great, right? Because they find a way to gain yards. They find a way to, nothing. They put together a drive of, what was it, 74 yards, 13 plays, 74 yards. They get the ball on the 1 yard line. It's 4th and goal from the 1 yard line. You're down 28 points and you get blown up into the backfield. And this is after we saw what happened against Michigan State. This is after what happened in East Lansing. You have a chance, not to get back in the game, but to put points on the board.
Why didn't your quarterback in a shotgun in that situation too?
I'm getting there. I'm trying to work through this. But I'm first upset because Michigan has been built on toughness. You say whatever you want about the last 15 or 20 years. Michigan has been built on toughness. It's been built on the backs of really good offensive linemen. And as one of the former offensive linemen that played that position, that when you get the ball on 4th down, you get the ball with 1 yard to go to get in the end zone, I would be begging Coach Carr, run that right behind me, please. And Jeff Backus, Steve Hutchinson, I guarantee you, they were in on the other side of Coach saying, Coach, no, run that behind me. We'll get you in the end zone. Don't kick the field goal. Don't do any of this other stuff, and don't run it behind Jansen because I can get it in. And I'm saying the same thing. Don't run it behind Backus because I'm going to get it in. That's what we're missing, is that put the game on my shoulders type of mentality, type of feeling, and get the ball in. Now, you line the quarterback up 5 yards deep. You hike it to him. We've talked about the running backs, right? You've got 4. I think they need to find a bell cow. They need to find the guy that can get in a rhythm and be able to find his way throughout the course of the game. But instead of one of those 4, they give it to their quarterback. And they say, hey, I'm guessing that the concept is, let's get a running start. And so you can plow through the line of scrimmage. Instead of taking the ball, you're 6'5". You got 1 yard to go. You're big. We've compared you to Cam Newton, not in your abilities, but in your physical gifts. Take the snap, put your head down, and get one. And we didn't do any of those. And that's what has pissed me off all weekend.
That one play. Well, here,
that one play is a microcosm of everything that happened over the last 3 weeks.
But here's what's even worse about that play, to make you feel worse. If I'm not mistaken, because, my mind gets cloudy when I watch them play. Wisconsin called a timeout right before the snap. So they saw something with Michigan's formation that they didn't like. We have to figure this out. So after the timeout, Wisconsin comes obviously with something new, figuring out, what does Michigan do? The exact same formation that they were planning on doing anyway. I don't think they changed the play.
So here's what can happen. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And what here is what can happen is I don't care if they know what is coming. Right. Like I said before, hey, I'm going to line up at right tackle. Zach Adamy is going to line up at right guard. Rod Payne is going to line up at center. And we are going to tell the coach, hey, if there's 6 guys in each gap, we're still going to get it done. You find a way to get 1 yard.
But the difference is these guys that are on this team, they're not John Jansen. They're not Zach Adamy. They're young and they're not good enough. They're not big enough and they're not tough enough. And that comes from up above.
And the one thing that you just said at the end is what bothers me most, not just about this game, but about this entire season, is toughness. When if you just say, okay, Michigan State, that was a bad day. All right, we showed up and it wasn't our day, right? And I'm saying this with a very disgusted look on my face, because that's not the way that you show up in that game. But let's just say that is the one day out of the entire year. The other 364 are great. You show up and it's just not your day, right? Then you show up against Indiana and you show some of that toughness. You show up against Wisconsin, which when you play Wisconsin, that's not just a battle of talent. It's not a battle of skill. It's not a battle of execution. That in and of itself, when you play Wisconsin, when you play Iowa, when you play Michigan State, when you play Ohio State, it is a battle of toughness. And it wasn't there. There was no response. That's what bothers me.
You think this team is soft? You think Michigan football is soft? We'll have your answer coming up next. 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey, Michiganders, have you been waiting for online sports betting? I'm excited to finally tell you it's almost here, and I have some good news to go along with it. If you register your account early with FanDuel Sportsbook, you get $100 in free bets once they go live. No deposit required. Just sign up, verify your account, and you're all set. FanDuel Sportsbook app is easy, safe, and fast. It's easy to register, make a deposit, and quickly find your bet. And when you win, you'll get your money fast as well. What I really like is live betting. It's easy and fast to place your bet in-game if you like a trend. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/100free to claim your $100 in free bets. That's FanDuel.com/100free. Must be 21 or over and present in Michigan. Bonus issued in non-withdrawable site credit that expires 7 days after FanDuel goes live in Michigan. $100 is distributed as $50 site credit on each of Sportsbook and Casino. Unique user ID verification is required. Offer ends on go live date. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. 97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Still pretty quiet on your drive this morning. No reported accidents or big delays at this point. Now, planned road work is coming up involving single lane closures for 696 both directions between Coolidge and Woodward. For same-day service of your furnace or plumbing, call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 37 years in the business. A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 800-924-2123. MastercraftHeating.com. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Building a world-class sports station in a world-class sports city.
This Radio.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Hall Financial. Go to DavidHallMortgage.com. This is Boomer Esiason with a Radio.com Sports Minute. Nobody lost in more spectacular fashion yesterday than Buffalo. Josh Allen had just led the Bills on an apparent game-winning 12-play, 78-yard drive culminating in a textbook touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. However, Arizona's Kyler Murray stormed back to complete a 43-yard Hail Murray to DeAndre Hopkins with 2 seconds left in what was, today, the play of the year. Seattle's Russell Wilson, no stranger to last-second long heave heroics, was sacked 6 times and picked off twice by the Rams' Darius Williams. The Cardinals, Seahawks, and Rams are now all tied atop the NFC West. Jacksonville has now lost 8 straight, which makes the 0-9 Jets losers even on their bye week. Meanwhile, Philadelphia returned from its week off and hardly looked refreshed as multiple miscues and a failure to convert on any third downs headline a critical division loss to the New York Giants. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Welcome to AutoZone. Dealing with battery problems? We can help you out and get you ready for the colder weather ahead. Let's start with a free battery test. If you just need a free charge, we can help with that too. And if it's time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination. Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2019.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com/safety or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. So you're a small business, or a big one. You were thriving, but then, you encountered an obstacle. So how do you bounce back? You don't. You bounce forward. Time to think, plan, pivot. With Comcast Business and powerful connectivity, get serious internet that lets you go bigger. All powered by the nation's largest gig speed network. So you can do more searching, more sharing, more shipping. Which means you've got more time for planning, for making, for
for running the show. That sounds great if everyone's in the office, but what if no one's in the office? Bring the office to them. From bandwidth at HQ to bandwidth at home. But is your network secure? Of course it's secure. It helps protect connected devices. But how do you do this? You don't do this. We do this. Together. Be fast. Be flexible. Be ready for what's next. And bounce forward with Comcast Business. Go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
Black Friday deals are on now at Taylor Chevrolet. Why wait for a one-day sale when Black Friday savings are available all month long? Check out the great Taylor Chevy Black Friday door-busting deals at TaylorChevy.com. Need easy credit? Apply online 24/7. All credit applications are welcome. Good, bad, or no credit. Apply now for pre-approval. Enjoy Black Friday savings all month. Head on down to Taylor Chevrolet for deals to say yes to and easy credit. On Telegraph Road, north of Eureka. Taylor says yes.
Recent storms have caused many outages, and DTE is working to restore power as quickly as possible. Of course, the most important thing is your safety. If you see a downed line, report it through your DTE app or call 800-477-4747. Remember, stay at least 20 feet away. Don't touch anything near it, and keep kids and pets away too. Yes, an outage is inconvenient, but together we can keep it safe. DTE. If your power is out, a generator can make things easier. But DTE wants you to know how to keep your family safe. Never ever use a portable generator inside your home. It emits carbon monoxide, which can be deadly. Keep it outside, away from windows and doors, so the fumes won't come in. Read the manufacturer's safety instructions and follow them. Generators can make outages more bearable, but please use them safely. DTE.
If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. We also provide pre-screened quality tenants to our property owners. We love to match good people to good homes. Contact us today, northbloomfield.com.
Listen to 97.1 The Ticket on your smart speaker. Just ask it to play 97.1 The Ticket. Powered by Dell Technologies. Call 877-ASK-DELL. 97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jansen.
All right, 97.1 The Ticket. I'm going to read some ticket text real quick. What surprised me is that, excuse me, Joe Milton does not run well. He thinks of himself as a pocket passer, but he's not accurate enough to be effective. Here's the problem. People assume because of the Cam Newton comparison, and let's be honest, because he's tall and black, that he's fast. He's not a speedy guy, he never was one. I don't see a single position on the field where Michigan has an elite player. Elite depends how you define elite. I would say Hutchinson, they're not elite, but they're pretty good.
Jalen Mayfield, when he's out there, is a pretty good tackler as well.
You have to wonder what was behind the decision to go with Littman and McCaffrey. Hard to imagine that offense with McCaffrey wouldn't be better. That's a question maybe one day Dylan or his parents will let us know exactly what happened. Did he just get beaten out, or he just thought that maybe he was treated unfairly in the meritocracy pecking order?
My thing with Milton is that I just see him not getting any better whatsoever. And that interception.
I know.
I mean, I give up on somebody when they throw a pass like that. I don't understand what you're looking at.
No. We need to pump the brakes on Joe Milton just a little bit. If he is a 12-year vet in the NFL and he makes that flat pass, I could understand him moving on.
Right.
But in his fourth start as a quarterback, as a sophomore, I think it's a little drastic to say that I'm giving up on Joe.
And if you were on the Michigan Slappies and in bed with Harbaugh, you would all be saying to fire him. Be honest and real. Love your show. John is an awesome addition. Love you too, sir. Now, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I'm not jumping up and down. Maybe that's why the message is not getting across. I've said the last 3 weeks, I believe, 6 years is enough. Okay? I'm not saying they fire him now like South Carolina did yesterday with the West Chiefs. Okay? The end of the season is enough. It's 6 years. Sorry. You had your chance. But goodbye.
I've used the last 2 weeks of my prep to you guys, and I haven't really gotten a I feel like there's disconnect. There's this harmony. There's it seems like players aren't playing for the coach. Lack of improvement. I think the offense every single year under Harbaugh has gotten worse, not better. I think these are all in some ways undeniable truths, and I feel like there's apathy growing within the fan base. They just don't care. I wasn't that mad Saturday night.
Exactly. Whether it's because it's a weird year or because you knew the result going in. They're dysfunctional. They really are. They're dysfunctional, and that comes from the top. There's no doubt about it.
My 11-year-old son chose to be a Michigan fan largely because Dad is. And he said Saturday night, we need to pick a different team. And I'm like, well, you stick with your team, win or lose, and teams go through bad times and good times, and it's important to always stick to your team. But think about that. It's a tough watch.
Well, and I'll give you one more, all right? My kids, my two oldest, 14, 13, my two youngest, 10 and 9, they don't know what it's like to be Ohio State. In their lifetime.
Right.
In their lifetime. And that to me is it's unfathomable because of our experiences in the 80s and 90s, right? That's when I was learning about college football. That's when I was learning about and playing at Michigan and the games that I played and had and the back and forth. And when you I talked to Kirk Herbstreit before the game, and it's just the Big Ten just isn't as fun when Michigan isn't competitive with Ohio State.
You mentioned Kirk Herbstreit. Here's a few things that he and Chris Fowler had to say during the game. Here he talked about